9-3. So fighting for their top 8 life as we enter game 3 between the two players.
So clearly the hat advantage is to Ira.
I'm inclined, you know, I feel like I can speak as a hat judge here, and I'm gonna concur that Mac has hat advantage here. 6 cards apiece. I would think that favors the Abzan player.
Yeah, player draw certainly is going to matter here. If even on 6 cards, if the burn player opens up on a turn 1 creature, and the Abzan player doesn't have the path on their first turn, even on 6 cards, you're still having that 1 card that's worth 4 to 6 damage. So that kind of undoes your mulligan.
Yeah. When I'm playing burn, I just don't want a mulligan. It's especially when I'm playing the build that's all lava spikes.
Yes.
I just you look at a 5-card hand and you're like, this isn't. We are so far from 20 damage.
This will mulligan worse than Wild Decatals for sure.
Well, Mac has kept on 6. We'll let you know where Tumavitch ends up. He's he's going down a second time. But in these mulligan-heavy affairs, there is more game to Abzan. And Mac is on the play, so it's not actually card disadvantage yet for Tumavitch. He's just behind a turn.
Yep. Though that turn, it converts to card advantage. When you think about burn and how it cares about card advantage, it cares about damage output. So Goblin Guide getting in 2 hits is like drawing a second Goblin Guide for burn, right? You're just converting cards into more damage, which is what it thinks about as things it cares about.
And we're underway. Ira starts off suspending Rift Bolt on the play.
That's a sigh of relief for Matt.
Upstairs, Matt down to 17. Both players kept their scries on top of their deck. Matt starting on a Stirring Wildwood.
Now, no 1-drop creature. I believe that Eidolon of the Great Revel is on his way. That is not good for Tumavitch.
Yeah, well, he could just have a kill spell for it, and then life is fine. But the thing about Abzan is it's not Lightning Bolt. You know, it'd be Path to Exile. I suppose ideally he'd Abrupt Decay.
Yes, Abrupt Decay would be the perfect card for him to have.
So we'll see if the Eidolon gets to stay. You see Matt drawing a Inquisition of Kozilek. The Eidolon is going to be real annoying there. So instead he goes for Tarmogoyf. Takes 2 to do it. Tarmogoyf currently a 2/3. Big enough.
It blocks the Eidolon.
But this Eidolon's a problem. Matt's hand. Fulminator Mage. Inquisition of Kozilek. Godless Shrine. With no kill spell, I don't think you can just give him 2 damage for each card. That's...
Ira's hand, I believe he has multiple copies of a Tarka's Command, a Searing Blaze. I don't know if he has a land drop. Even if he did, it's sorcery land in the graveyard, so it wouldn't deal with the Tarmogoyf.
Yeah. Mac just passing the turn there, and you're absolutely right. We see 3 Atarka's Commands and a Searing Blaze as Mac's holdings. So it is 10 points of burn, provided he can cast all of it.
Right. 12 with the land. If the Tarmogoyf is attacking, the Atarka's Command could have more value.
Matt does not have to help much. Right, 10 points of burn. Matt's fetching down to 14. If Matt plays 2 spells, then he's there.
If Matt casts a Kitchen Finks, it'll cost him 2 life. The Atarka's Command will stop it from gaining that life back.
That's big. Fetches for another swamp, so not right now.
Can't cast that spell, yeah. Maybe Liliana of the Veil.
That would be great. Fulminator Mage is the play.
Ooh, actually, this is really good. With Ira stuck on 2 lands.
Yeah, Matt goes to 12. This is... All right. And this will put creature in the graveyard.
Yep.
Here's a swing with Tarmogoyf. Is Matt going to block? No. We'll see. Does Matt sacrifice now? No, we'll pass the turn. Atarka's Command from Mac Ira. He goes to 11 to cast this.
One thing about burn is because of the inclusion of Searing Blaze, it's not uncommon for them to sandbag a land. So Tumavitch does not know that Fulminator Mage is actually game-breaking here.
Yeah.
So I can see an argument for hanging on the Fulminator Mage to block the Eidolon.
I mean, a 2/2 is great. In response to Tarka's Command, Matt is going to blow up the Sacred Foundry. So Mac down to 1 land. He's off his white source. His hand's all Atarka's Commands, so that part's actually Matt picking the wrong land there. But Mac does not hit the land drop, and now things are going to get dire quickly.
Yep, could have chosen at random for what it matters.
Yeah, Tumavitch down to 10. Tarmogoyf a 4/5 now. Creature was added to the graveyard. Okay, Matt's actually at 7. He missed some the actual damage part of Atarka's Command.
Though Tarmogoyf can close this game in short order.
But he's got to be careful, right? I mean, there's the Eidolon still in play. Matt's at 7. The Eidolon can hit. If Matt plays any spell, he'll take 2. Eidolon is 2, and you got to assume Matt has a card that does 3.
Yep. It's a matter of it being castable. Though one land can cast a number of burn spells, Lightning Bolt, Lava Spike, that kind of stuff.
Huh. If you're Matt, maybe you just have to hit. You have to swing here, right? You can't. If you just sit around, Matt will draw the land.
Yeah, and his spells aren't doing anything but shocking him.
He's got a Godless Shrine in hand, but he cannot. And like ideally, he'd try to activate this Wildwood or something.
Yep. Maybe you
like
hang back
that.
on this turn, play the Godless Shrine, but you can't. You still can't activate the Wildwood because you have to peel basic Forest.
Yeah. Huh. He'll just play Godless Shrine and pass. We go back to Mac Ira, and now Mac hits the land.
This is big.
It's careful. It's wooded foothills, so it's going to cost Mac.
He just needs to find Mountain, and he can start casting Atarka's Command, though.
Yeah, fair enough. He passes. Tumavitch is up his draw and Abrupt Decay. Yeah,
Abrupt Decay is a little late to the party.
Yeah, Tumavitch can't cast anything. He'll die if he does.
Mm-hmm.
This uncontested Eidolon has done too much now. You see, Tumavitch now has a Kitchen Finks in hand.
That's just not going to matter.
No,
he's going to die if he casts that.
Maybe, and you got to go back to it. Last turn he had the Finks. And he's got to be thinking, well, maybe have he shocked for the Kitchen Finks? That seems rough.
Yeah.
I don't want to shock Godless Shrine and then play a 3-drop into an Eidolon. This is horrible. I don't want to do that against Burn. He'll swing with Tarmogoyf. It's a 4/5. So he hopes Mac will block. Maybe?
Well, looks like he blocked.
All right. Tarmogoyf up to 5/6.
The question is...
That's what he needed to have happen. Now Mac can Inquisition. Maybe he can get this.
It's certainly possible.
That block was huge. Matt, in a dead on board situation, he just throws one out there. Maybe Mac Gyro blocks, and then he does.
We'll find out what the contents of the hand are. It certainly can't be Boros Charm, and that's the only spell that could close it from here.
Yeah, Mac Ira is going to fetch for basic Mountain.
I assume we're going to see the Skullcrack mode on Atarka's Command in response to prevent the lifelink for potential Finks, but you'd have to be able to peel White Source and Boros Charm.
No, he's Searing Blazing the Tarmogoyf, but it's a 5/6. It's not dead. They're missing it. So we have Creature, we have Land, we have Instant, we have Sorcery, and we have Enchantment from the Eidolon. The Tarmogoyf is not dead here.
That doesn't feel good. Wow.
And Mac Ira missing it. And it's going to cost him the match.
Jeez, yeah, that block, that was huge.
Oh, it's a heartbreaker. And now you look at the hand. Molten Rain, Atarka's Command. Matt's going to slam the Kitchen Finks.
Yep, and that's just going to close the game.
Yeah, he'll take an Atarka's Command, tosses Mac back the other cards. Here comes Kitchen Finks. Tumavitch back up to 6. We go over to Ira. It's not over, but it's close. Tumavitch 8 power in play. Ira at 10. He'll draw. It's Goblin Guide. That's no help. He's going to go to 2 on the next attack. He would need to. Yeah, this isn't going to work.
Yeah, he's just sitting there thinking about how he wish he could have not blocked with that Eidolon.
And he'll pass. We're back to Tumavitch's turn. He untaps, draws, Abrupt Decay's in hand, swings for 8. Mac down to 2. And it's a Fulminator Mage from Tumavitch, but he doesn't even care. He's just going to pass back, leave up the mana. On end step, Mac's going to fire something off. The Atarka's Command, I would assume.
Yep. It put Tumavitch down to 3.
Okay, so he gets Tumavitch to 3, and now I guess he draws a Lightning Bolt and all as well? He gets it?
So what if, let's say that Tumavitch has Abrupt Decay in
Yes, yes. I love it. Matt Tumavitch plays around the top deck Bolt here. In response to the Atarka's Command, he Abrupt Decays his own Kitchen Finks. He gains 2, ends at 5, and now Mac has to top deck a 5-point burn spell. That doesn't exist.
Yep. No 2-mana Lava Axes. No artifacts to sacrifice to a Shrapnel Blast. Very well played by Tumavitch.
Beautiful by Tumavitch. The swing into the Eidolon, the Abrupt Decay on the Kitchen Finks. He takes a losing game, and he steals it. Goblin Guide's going to come from Mac Ira. Township drawn by Tumavitch. I don't think he's going to go to 3.
No. You snap off that block.
He blocks, and there's the handshake. So with Obzon, Matt Tumavitch hanging on, moves to 10-3.
Overcomes a mulligan to 5 and a severe hat disadvantage to take the match.